here, Andy. We're not messing about today. We're getting straight into the action.
Absolutely. Red and white on your screen here for both sides of the stage. Eunited versus Sentinels, but only one team decked in red and white will be able to advance on. And guess what? We're straight into game number one, Stronghold Recharge.
We are indeed. We're going to start off with the point of view of King Nick from Eunited. Early on here, going to be Rain picking up a double kill in the feed. So a great start here for United. A couple of kills will be traded out. Frosty, last player alive for Sentinels. If there's one player you don't want to leave alive, though, it's going to be that man, Frosty. Spartan manages to get the cleanup, though. Where's that camo? It's in the hands of Spartan. United with a solid start.
Both these teams with a losing record in this game type. Worth noting the fact that neither team maybe with an edge in the stats category, but certainly an edge in the camo shock rifle category right now for Spartan. Let's see if he can put it to use.
Yeah, nobody really getting control as yet. However, shots like that from Spartan might change the trajectory of how this Strongholds game will turn over. A little jump into the Stronghold just to kind of tease Sentinels here. But you can still see that B hasn't been completely converted. Spartan trying to play his life. Frosty going to challenge him, though. A couple of kills fall either side. Rain should be able to get the conversion on B here. It will be E United scoring early. Not only B and C in their control, but it's a triple cap here for EU.
I like how Spartan plays that. Just gets all the damage he needed to. Like you said, just teasing the B Stronghold just a little bit to bait a bunch of nades, bait a bunch of angles. And in the end, they still get 2 dead again off of this trip cap. Losing C, but they might even be able to get this reset. Ooh. If not, though, it's fine, because still 2 dead again. And a little bit of good spawn cycling coming in from E United.
Yeah, that was a pixel away from being turned over to Sentinels there. Just to put a bandage on the wound that has been opened by E United at the start of things here. Still a triple cap in their favor. Frosty has gone down, so has Snakebite. So a 4v2 on the map here. E United will be able to hold this triple cap for quite some time here, Andy.
This is devastating. Already 70-2 here. This is not how you wanted to start if you are Sentinels. You heard Lottie mention that some Sentinels players saying that really Anaheim is where our season starts. Well, it's a double kill killing spree for Rain. His game has certainly started. Triple kill actually will be the final one that comes out of that medal there from the other side. 2 dead still for Sentinels, but man, if you're on the side of Sentinels, you need to figure out a way. Grapple the camo up. No, Nick actually with a little bit of a mistake there. The grapple does not connect on the camo, so we'll keep an eye on that bottom middle.
Yeah, this is Nick's POV. This is not on-set POV, just so you know. As we do see him being taken down. Now, Frosty down again in the feed. The Sentinels at least managing to get control of B here. They're trying to fight for B, but you can see there's already pressure on them. Snakebite doesn't want any part of Rain at the moment, who's shooting so well at the moment. The reset comes in as well. Lethal's going to be one shot, and there's going to be Rain picking up yet another kill. Rain with a fantastic start here. 9 and 3 for the man they call Rain.
Yeah, look at the numbers on the side of United in kills already, right? And Sentinels is just essentially letting this game slip away. It's already halfway done. 125-9 in favor of United. I'm not going to lie, based on the movement that we just saw from Snakebite and Whirlpool, it felt like maybe even though we saw Snakebite trying to back out there, I'm not sure if Sentinels is ready to play right now in this series. It's a huge scoreline in favor of United.
Well, Lethal was going to be patrolling the gold pipes here, and this is the first time that we've managed to see them get 4 dead from E United, so that should be control of at least one stronghold being turned over. Formal has that sword as well. He's playing Protector back of C, and now you can see Sentinels will be scoring. They have B, they have C, the pressure onto A as well. The triple cap has been flipped here, and it will be Sentinels who have complete control of the map.
There we go, and I'm very happy to stand corrected there as we see things swing around. The question will be how long can they hold this B already going in the way of Ryan Noob, who's nerding just like that at B. He will finish that, so the trip cap will end, but not before Sentinels gets 60 points on the board.
C should be turned over here to E United as well. That's a big kill from Ryan Noob, making sure that Snakebite can't stay alive and contest the approach onto C. Frosty going to make a play here onto pipes. You can see Rain is going to be there as well. Lethal cleaning up that kill that he starts. So Frosty going to have to play this one nice and slowly, maybe work with the teammate here to try and get the conversion onto B. There is Rain, though. He's going to be playing around that barrier. This is an important 1v1, and you can see some shaky shots coming in from Frosty, something that we're not used to seeing there. Formal last player alive.
Yeah, 3 dead, just like you said, and you have to think, of course, that's still an online battle, maybe a little bit different in terms of Frosty's POV on land, but regardless, it's a win for Rain and a big one. Like you said, that's going to be another confidence booster. They're going to continue scoring, 157-62, still a 100-point lead.
Camo and shock rifle in the hands of Ryan Noob as well. He's going to make sure that he's patrolling around B at the moment. He's going to have great angles here onto C. Lethal has to be careful. Gets a little bit of a shock to the back of the head, but not going to be connecting every single burst of the shock rifle to take him down immediately. My God. That one does, though, as he takes down Frosty. That's perfect. Snakebite is now maybe going to be the next one to challenge Formal. Oh, he manages to win a big fight against Spartan there, who had that sword, but Ryan still with control of this weapon. And look at the score, Andy. It's about to cross 190 here for E United. as a play is going to be made on B here. They bait out 2 players. Good work from Sentinels to shut things down and turn over B.
Yeah, right now, actually, they might even get a trip for just a second. Looks like they're gonna lose A in the end, but they'll still get BC. So Sentinels not out of it just yet. They're down by 120, so it'll be, well, look at this grapple coming in from Snakebite. An absolutely beautiful angle to try to go bottom A. Gets taken down, but not over just yet. Still an enormous lead for Eunited, but if there's one team that you don't count out, it's Sentinels.
Oh, that's such a big win. That's such a big win from Ryan there. If he doesn't get that kill, then it might be a bit of a shaky situation where Sentinels have extreme numbers on the map and they had control of B and C, but now they have, they could have controlled A and B, but getting that kill means that now B and C are turned over to E United. Nick with the double kill in the feed as well is going to mean that Rain has complete control of pipes once more. Foreman with a nice back smack, but again, Sentinels just consistently down numbers in the fights at the moment. E United are doing a great job of pinning them inside of these spawns.
What a strange outlier. Look at the kills category right now for E United. They're absolutely popping off. And then you've got essentially everyone around the 5, 7, and 6 kill mark on Sentinels, but Formal's on a killing spree. And to be honest, it doesn't add up. You have to wonder a little bit of lack of coordination from the side of Sentinels. If you have a player like Formal on a killing spree, but you're about to lose this game 250 to 75, it really just doesn't add up.
That was 4 dead for Sentinels as well. I have to agree with you. Something isn't clicking here for Sentinels. Sword certainly isn't going to help things. The Snakebite will win the 1v1, which at least will elongate this game and keep them in control of C for now. Now the play is on B by the looks of things coming in here from Sentinels. Rhinoob has that shot grenade. He's also got lots of angles to work with, but just at the right time, Frosty is there to get the kill. Even though he managed to pick up 1, Frosty still manages to jump in and convert B. So now it's about these next plays, Andy.
That is the Ryan Noob way. You're bat led, you don't want to peek all the way over. The second you do that, you're going to die. You're going to get melted from so many angles. He just throws the perfect nade off of batteries to pick up that kill and get damage on the way down. Sentinels scoring though, but look at it. 11 points to go for E United. All it will take is one more swing for this game to be over. We need to see quite a run from Sentinels if they want to win this game.
Yeah, they can't afford to make one mistake here, Sentinels. Otherwise, they'll be down 1 in the series in this best of 3. Frosty's looking to get a little bit aggressive here, but no! Oh, you don't want to poke too far because there's a sneaky Spartan hiding in the corner. Gets the back smack, gets control of the shock rifle as well. And even though A and B are still in the control of Sentinels, so Spartan finds himself down as last player alive here for E United. Oh, he can make plays like this still.
Oh boy, hits that one. He was too dead. That's a huge kill. Still though, going to be a trip cap. In just a moment in favor of Sentinels. This one's not over now. 239 to 124. It's already been about a 50-point run for the side of Sentinels.
They're managing to pick up the kills, though, and they managed to pick up B and A here. So a big turnover and kills a Spartan. Ain't missing too many shots with the shock rifle at the moment.
That's game.
And that is going to be game. Like you say, 250 mark gets crossed. E United get that first game on the board. Spartan staying alive there. Huge for them to get back into that game.
Huge. A little bit of victory crouching at the end there, celebrating. He's happy with that. But also, if you look at those last few kills, everyone pushed C on Spartan, and Spartan kills the entire side. And they cap AB off the back of it. Beautiful stuff there from Spartan.
Completely swarmed by the team who does manage to get it, but there's always ways back into this game, Andy. As big a deficit as you might find yourself at, Bazaar is the comeback map here on Slayer. You can turn around a 20-point deficit in kills if you get control of power weapons and power-ups in mid-map, so it's never over until it's over, as we see the opening break between the two teams.
Winning record here for the side of E United. It's a 0-3 record on Bazaar Slayer for Sentinels, which does not spell a good result in terms of what we saw after game number 1. But we'll have to see if they can turn that around to even kills off the break.
Frosty's going to pick up 1 though, and he has the rockets, or had the rockets, and he's going to exchange it out for another piece of the sandbox, and that's going to be the bulldog in his hand. So a couple of deaths here for E United, and Frosty decided, hey, I'm going to chill down here with the rats. I'm going to do my best rat impression before I take to the skies now with the grapple. Doesn't quite manage to hit it, and that might cost him. If he hits that grapple, Andy, it could be very, very different, but has another one to work with. While all this is going down, United have picked up a couple of kills. They're up 6-3.
Yeah, luckily for him, had an extra grapple in the pocket, so he gets into the bar through the back door, which is a fine way to get in as well. And like you said, E United all during this, though, picking up kills, and Frosty knows that he needs to be a little bit more a part of these engagements if he wants to make sure that the kills are not going the way of E United. Finally, he'll drop down pillars and help out a bit. Nice double kill, and they answer back to keep the game within 2.
They're trapped inside of the hut there from Eunited as well. King Nick is a very important player to try and take out. However, here's a grapple, here's a bulldog, and there's a thrust. You have to be careful here, Frosty. He manages to survive for now, but good teamwork again from Eunited. Not only taking him down, but making sure it was only a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
And then that grappled bulldog player didn't get into some kind of rhythm there. We know how it could be devastating to be able to grapple around the map with that short-range weapon.
I was going to say the same thing, maybe a few pixels over, and that player thrusting back in bar maybe hits a ninja. Could have added an insult to injury there, but it's still Eunited with a very strong start here. A 5-kill lead on Bazaar Slayer. Nothing to discount, right? Every little kill here on this map is going to be a difference maker and allow you to move just a little bit. Spartan gets caught off by that spawn, though, so it'll stay within 3.
Couple of kills falling in the way of Sentinels, though. That's 3 dead for Eunited. And it's around the power-up time when they're coming up. So there's Formal going to put that one into his chest. However, there's a green gun. That's the end of the overshield. Well played, Sentinels. Almost equally as well, though. Eunited managing to negate that power-up. As now Rain moves in, and that's a unfortunate run of events there for Sentinels. They did everything right to get control, but the one thing you can't control is getting that green gun in your hands.
How often have we seen over just even today in the past 2 weeks, more players are getting their overshields melted by the plasma pistol, and you have to be ready. It's always a player poking in bar or hut or somewhere around tree with that plasma pistol and just melting the overshield. So Frosty just playing the slow, and they want to make sure this game doesn't get out of hand. The second that a Bazaar Slayer gets out of hand, you give way too much room, way too much cushion to your opponents to start running the game. So good for the side of Sentinels to keep this game now within 2 kills. Now 1 kill, 15-14.
Snakebite picks up 2, though. Oh, look at those shots from Rain. He is shooting so clean today. Timothy Tinkler also showing a little bit of tech as well as he manages to do his best mission impossible there as he greases himself up and flies through the vents, but Formal now manages to get the rockets away. It's 17 all between the two teams.
Almost, as you say, does his best Tom Cruise to fly through that vent and get away. Fully oiled, but doesn't get away with it. So just like that, 17-17 tie game, and Sentinels not going down without a fight here. They had a slower start on this game type, but they have bounced back. Game is tied. Formal with 2 rockets in hand.
And we know what Formal can do with the rockets. And see if he can turn it into kills. Last time he was in this position, he had an overshield, and it didn't go too well for him. However, he's trying to be a little bit more sneaky. Not going to connect, though, onto Spartan initially. He does manage to move in and finish off the damage. There's a double, and there's the opening as well for Sentinels. 2 dead for Eunited. Nick flying forward, though, at Snakebite, but the kill traded out by Lethal. So the lead now just by 1, but it is in the favor of Sentinels.
Yeah, Sentinels is right back in this. You have to hope for even better rocket efficiency from Formal there. If he hits the first rocket, it's a very different series of engagements. Maybe he's even still alive in the bar at this point, but still, Frosty doing some huge things. Almost comes around for the triple. Should be teammate Snakebite to clean that up. So now a 3-kill lead for Sentinels. Staying alive in this series. They thought the Bulldog might trade. It doesn't. 2-kill game.
Formal trying to be aggressive as well. He's on the flank. There's 2 players from Eunited here. Tries to relocate that reticle, but here is Lethal. He knows there's numerous players alive. Is he going to play his life? Is he going to pick up kills? It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade here. 24-23. Still just 1 kill between the 2 teams as we approach the halfway mark.
Yeah, this one is neck and neck. Very, very different from our game number 1. And if you had any questions about if Sentinels is ready to play or not in this series, they've certainly answered it in this game number 2. Down by about 5 kills earlier on, which is not easy to come back from in a Bazaar Slayer, but they've done just that. Finally, though, it takes a bunch of brute grenades and dynamo nades. You will not stay alive in that hut no matter what. He finally goes down. 3 dead for both sides momentarily.
It was a frag grenade, it was a brute grenade, and then finally, just like the icing on the cake here,
you know what,
just throw a dynamo at you as well. I feel a little bit sorry, to be honest, for you, with you about finding yourself in that death screen from that kind of way, but it's not just the sandbox of weapons, it's also the grenades. We've seen every single example you could want there from Sentinels, but still, just a narrow lead for them. Ryan trying to work with his teammates here. You can see a lot of players clumping up here from Eunited on the rocket side. Formal with the opening, but look at this. They're waiting to pounce here. Eunited, 2 players fall from Sentinels, 2 fall from Eunited though, but there's Rain going to be taken down by Frosty as the Bulldog starts to bark.
31-27 now. Like you say, that Bulldog coming out. Big shots, though. Feels like Mangler from up top based off of the damage. Gonna be Ryan Noob that's nerding out, as you expect him to do. And he had a Bulldog in his back pocket as well. So that was a Bulldog versus Bulldog. He felt like those shots were hitting pretty hard from up top if you were taking a look at how much damage was coming down. And Ryan Noob gonna also try to sneak away. This time, he's actually gonna sit there with the Bulldog, tries to wait and bait. Won't get the kill, though, so it's a 2-kill game now.
Yeah, Halo Infinite is a horror game as Formal jumps out into the pipes. Frosty now with some grenades. Overshield in the hands of Eunited though. Frosty's going to try and slide away here. Managed to pick up the brute grenades on his way through as well. Ryan trying to move with a teammate, but look at these shots coming in. Rain decides to move away from that kill to prioritize the power weapon. And even though Sentinels have a 2-kill advantage, Rain once again showing that the lubrication is still there from the previous attempt that he made as well.
Absolutely. Luckily, that's still in effect. And now the rocket's also going to be in effect on the double door. And that little grapple across the vent is becoming more and more important because teams really aren't expecting it, as you see on screen. And just like that, it is Eunited who steals the lead for the first time in quite some time. Right now, if this holds, potentially could 2-0 Sentinels.
And it all comes back from that one play a few moments ago, deciding not to push that kill, which was pretty much a guaranteed kill, to be honest, when you have the overshield and the player down in the sewers, and trying to prioritize the fact that rockets are on the map. I need to get rockets in my hand. And now look at what it has done for Eunited. The game's still incredibly close between the two teams, but without that play, you wouldn't see it maybe quite as close.
United knows they need to end this series in 2 games. They're only up by 1 now. United does not want to go to a game 3 with a team like Sentinels, a team that's able to turn it on at any given moment. Here you see Formal flying across the map as well, trying to give his team some opportunities, some angles. Still just a 1-kill game.
It's the mangler in his hands as well. Snakebite going to be in a 1v1, but Formal was there to help. Lethal picks up another kill. Formal going to be grappling up into the bar as well, and Sentinels now find themselves with a 1-kill lead with just 10 kills to go. The question is, Andy, the overshield's coming up. Who's in best position here? It looks like Sentinels have mid-map control, but whoever wins this next fight, it could be massive. It could be game deciding.
Love that from Formal. Quadruple checking the back of the base. You do not want one spawner to be alive in the back of the base, in the back of the tree. That would spell disaster. Now they know exactly where every single opponent is. Here we go. Overshield about just popped. 41-40.
Formal's gone down. Snakebite has managed to wait for those dynamo grenades though, and you can see he's trying to block things off, but there's a Mango player bottom middle. What a push this is from Eunited. Rain tries to escape. Lethal not going to let it happen as Ryan now tries to finish off Frosty. Can't quite manage to do so. Spartan though in the feed again with a kill onto Formal, and Frosty comes back to maybe make Ryan pay a little bit here as he's just playing around this grapple, trying to see if he can pick it up, and yes, he will be able to.
Yeah, waits for the grapple there. It felt like Ryan even turned away from Frosty, thinking he was going to get the kill. We've all been there. Doesn't come in right away, so actually Frosty's going to stay alive bottom middle, but Ryan Noob will have mid-map control long enough to get the grapple. Just like that, still a 1-kill game.
Frosty picks up one. Formal. Oh, Formal somehow or other gets that kill as well as a grenade. He's perfectly timed from another Sentinels member, and now Sentinels with just 6 kills to go find themselves up by 1.
Ryan Noob seeing maybe he can get the backwack there. That's a rehearsed spot, knowing that his player model and gun model is not showing around the corner.
Rockets.
Right in that little corner. Keep an eye on rocks now, 44-43 in favor of Sentinels.
Rockets are up. Rhinoob's making a flank as well. Rhinoob would be the player to watch here. You would be imagining he's trying to make a play. Gonna be trapped down in the sewers though, and that should maybe be rocket control going into the hands of no! It's gonna be a trade as we see one body kind of freaking out. 45-45 now between the two teams. I think the Sentinels managed to get the rockets in their hand. I think it might have been Snakebite who has them. He does. 2 rockets to play with. Sentinels have the power up and power weapon control.
Checking all the bottom rockets here, 45-45. What a game number 2 between these two teams. United will pick up 1 though, so pressure is on here. Look at the angles from Snakebite though. 46-47, now 47-47, tie game 3 to go.
Still has a rocket to play with. The overshield's coming up as well. There's a back. No! He gets taken down, but there's a teammate there to trade it out. Final 2 kills of the game. Spartan taken down to about a 3rd shield. Pressure coming onto him as well. Formal trying to move in to finish off these kills. Rain stays alive. Spartan trying to cover his teammates. Eunited trapped in the base, and I think Frosty might have just moved in to pick up an overshield. Yes, he has. He picks up a kill, and he picks up the win.
Wow.
What a game.
Flag on Aquarius.
We do indeed. Map that Eunited have had a lot of success on recently as well. It's one of their strongest maps in their playbook, so to speak. Not very often that we see them fall. However, they did lose it last week. So maybe Sentinels can take something away from that as we're into our final game of the series. Whoever wins this stays alive in the tournament.
Sentinel's gonna have to pull out something special because they have a losing record on this game type. So, oh boy, Spartan wins that one. A battle that you would say he shouldn't have. 3 dead momentarily for Sentinels, but this is a game type that we're gonna need to see Sentinels pull out something special on. Like we said, historically not one of their best game types, but if there's ever a time to step up, that time would be now.
Well, early aggression already coming in here for United. Dynamo Grenade's going to be in the hand of Spartan. Only uses one. There's going to be another player in front of him as he's going to be able to pick up that kill with the battle rifle before the Dynamo does too much damage. Snakebite going to be sliding down. Snakebite going to be sliding into the kill feed as well. Big kill from him. Rhino, though, has that camo here for United. Trying to be sneaky behind enemy lines.
Taking this slow, and we'll see what he can do. 2 dead momentarily, so definitely going to be an option for him to win a battle, but you don't want, as the camo player in that situation, Mark, you don't want to find the 1v2. You want to get the damage, you want to sneak, but the last thing you want to do with 2 dead is find the 1v2. He's able to get the kill, but that camo essentially will be neutralized. That's a win, really, for Sentinels.
Certainly is. Formal going to be taken down by Nick as well. That's a double kill, which is just going to reset the map ever so slightly here, as we haven't really seen anyone being able to get any kind of map control so far. Lethal with the beatdown is going to at least secure, as I say, some numbers momentarily for Sentinels, but United answer back almost immediately as Rain listens to the communication almost perfectly as the Dynamo Grenades are up again. You can see that United are on top of that time every single time.
Wow, look at Spartan there, just sitting in this little looking crane. That's not the first time we've seen United really take advantage of the corners of that utility closet, picking up the kills, and Nick also with a very nice win against Frosty. That'll be 2 dead for Sentinels yet again.
Still no aggression inside of the base from either team, though. It's just been this battle around the midpoint of the map, around the courtyards. Rhino now with the heat wave might be able to change that story, though, as he moves into the bridge. Shots onto Snakebite, and that's going to make the opening that he's looking for. Frosty's going to be weak in front of the base. He re-challenges here, Frosty, to get some damage down. Can Formal clean up this kill? The grenades will come in, but look at this movement here from Ryan. So smart, Andy, knowing not to run that flag because the grenades were coming in.
What a long run here from Ryan Noob. We'll see. I don't know. There's 3 dead when he challenges Frosty. He takes the time to finish the kill on Frosty in the back of the base. 2 more dead. We'll see if they can keep this run going. Nick knows he needs to prioritize staying alive with his camo in the back of the base. It's a delayed run. We'll have to see if United can still make it happen.
Formal should be taken down here by the heat wave. He will be indeed. Lethal trying to clean up the kill, but just narrowly missed the headshot. But the grenade is perfectly placed from Lethal, as that will be camo out of commission, as well as that heat wave. Rhino now going to be taking on Lethal. Grenade and BR going to be combining to get the damage done to send Lethal back into the respawn screen for a few seconds just to think about that decision. Frosty going to have the thrust as well as the heat wave. And Frosty, my word, the movement, Andy, from Frosty. Bradley Bergstrom reminding us that he's still got that in his back pocket.
Wow, Frosty with that heat wave thrust. It's a big win. Not only that, but Frosty was your last guy alive on Sentinels, and I'm very surprised to see United force that last kill front base with 3 dead and not start the run. You have all sorts of angles. Leave that player front base. Start the run any side. You got to have a top mid angle. You've got to have an angle from anywhere bottom mid to finish that player. Your player who needs to start the flag run when there's 3 dead cannot be preoccupied with finishing the kill front base. And now just like that, Sentinels is starting to run with 2 dead.
That was 4 dead. 2 players just off the respawn. They're fresh on the map. They're hot. They're out the oven, but are they in position to stop this flag? It doesn't look like anyone is there. Snakebite's going to have a clear run home. Doesn't take any damage. It's picture perfect from Sentinels. That is as good as a flag run as you could ask for. Lethal's already moving the second.
Look at this, wasting no time. This is a team that will punish you. They jump back out.
Oh my word.
It's a killing spree for Lethal. He's not done yet, but 2 dead, 3 dead actually. They should continue this run. And Sentinels is striking while the iron is hot. Do not give them an inch. They will take a mile.
This is back to back from Sentinels. If you were wondering if they're going to be here to play today, here's your answer. They win the Slayer. They go back to back now with flag caps. Perfect control from Sentinels. A reminder of just how dangerous they are.
And a camo grab for Formal as well. He only gets taken down by the 1v2. I'll say it again, though. United misplaying that flag run when you have 3 dead, forcing that 4th kill. It takes them so long to clean out the back of the base. Then they delay the flag run twice after that. They need to play a much quicker, a much faster CTF Aquarius if they want to bounce back, and there's 7 minutes left on the clock.
I think it's a great example to people at home as well. United went for the overextension off the back of a 4 dead to try and stop the flag. Sometimes you just gotta let it go, right? If you get killed on the overextension, that's 2 back-to-back 4 deads. That's 2 back-to-back flag caps, as Lethal will be last player alive now for Sentinels. Flag is moving here for United, so they will be able to maybe get 1 back on the board here as Rain gets into his closet, but won't be able to get it home. 2 actually fall here as Nick and Ryan will be last players alive.
This is dangerous. Nick needs to go big here, at least get the right amount of damage to fly in, because look at that flag read. it's going to return. They're not going to get this.
I think it's a smart decision, though. I think it's a smart decision to let that one go. If Nick flies in there and he dies, he leaves the flag completely open for Sentinels to move in and get that flag moving as a counter cap. So, good decision. Low risk coming in from King Nick. Shots coming in from Frosty. Once again, Rain's going to get the better of him. And I have to say, once again, just to highlight how well Rain is shooting at the moment. He's only 8 and 9, but he ain't losing too many battles.
So clutch for Sentinels to get that flag down on Rain in the utility. Rain was only about a moment away from turning the corner from the utility box into the flag bridge. If he gets it there, it's a very different grab for Nick. Maybe he can grab and toss into the flag platform. Instead, they get the clutch kill with the flag still in utility. It's so much easier to force a return because then you're just gatekeeping those doorways. Sentinels will maintain the lead 2-0, now less than 6 minutes left.
Heatwave in the hands of Frosty as well. Trippy will tell you all about being careful of those bounces off the wall. If you watched the Pro Series last week, it's almost completely destroy his own shields by accident. Now some shots coming in from Frosty again. And I tell you what, Frosty, the way that he's moving, the way that he's shooting at the moment, Andy, it looks like he's locked in.
Did you notice the misclip, though? Did not grab the camo as he flew across it. I think Lethal's still going to get it, so no harm, no foul in the end. But they did not grab that camo. Lethal's going to be the one to grab that one, and now this will be continued control. One dead for each side, but it's Heatwave and camo control for the side of Sentinels.
5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Nick will be taken down. Nice grenade being banked off those stairs by Lethal to clean up with the BR. And now he's going to have all the information as well. You can see Frosty going to be moving alongside him. Shots coming in from Lethal. Rhino going to have to back down. Accidental melee, which we see so many times from Lethal. That's where he holds his controller hot, stronger than anyone else in the world. There's a beatdown as well, as now more damage being done by Lethal, who's currently 16 and 11 in this game, and he is playing phenomenally.
Absolutely right there with Frosty, both players 16 and 11 at this point. Frosty's going to add a little more to the board. That will be 3 dead for Eunited. Lethal does so well to stay alive with that camo, even though he was the instigator. Look at this little slide across as well to bring this flag home. This should be flag number 3.
Any overextenders from Eunited? That's the only question. Frosty pick it up and kill would suggest not. There's a player over top P, but Lethal says, hey, you can stay there because I'm putting in the 3rd flag of the game. Now Sentinels move within 2 flag caps of closing out the series.
There's a big difference between what we saw last week with camo plays coming through utility and what you just saw.
Oh my word!
On Lethal's screen, Frosty not done yet either. Keeps 2 dead for the side of Eunited, but Lethal does so well to be the one who starts the battles with the camo, but stays alive the whole time and continues to run. It's such a delicate balance to be able to pull that off with the camo, but it has led to a 3 flag lead for the side of Sentinels. Less than 4 minutes left.
I mean, the movement inside of the base there from Frosty will give Shyway a lot of content to talk about in the future. Lethal now going to be moving towards bottom pink. Re-challenges Spartan. Spartan's going to have to be very, very careful, but there's the communication. There's the teamwork for Sentinels. Last player alive is going to be in front of the base. That's going to be 4 dead for Eunited.
Sentinels looking so strong. On Aquarius capture the flag. We talked about their losing record recently on this game type. We're certainly seeing no signs of that onset based on the way they're playing.
Yeah, they've gone back to the lab, so to speak, and certainly figured out how they want to approach this game type. Rhino going to be top pink. Will win some battles. So 3 dead now for Sentinels. United need to make this run count, Andy. They've only got around 3 minutes and 10 seconds to put these flags in to tie the game up. There's going to be a player on the window. That will be the toss up, and that will be 1 back here. 2 flags now for United to tie up this game.
Okay, now this is doable here. 3 minutes on the clock, only 2 flags away, and they're starting to also get some momentum. By the way, shout out to King Nick right now. The man's 22 and 15 in this game type. Not just leading the way, but absolutely putting on a show in this game type. Let's see if they can get the flag out of utility, though. No, 4 dead. They're going to have to reset.
Lethal going to be up top pink as well. So where are those respawns coming in? By the looks of things, it's in the back of the base. So United are going to be trapped. Will there be an overextension towards the pink side? As you can see, Frosty is pinching. There's an opportunity for Sentinels really to collapse. A couple of well-placed frag grenades here, and they really could be picking up kills nice and quickly. Rain going to be taken down to no shields, as Frosty's going to keep Lethal alive for now. There's the flank coming in from Frosty, though. Picks up 2. Now he'll move his attentions towards that flag, slides it out to the front of the base. Rhino is the last player alive. Can Sentinels find him? Can Sentinels shut him down before he causes any problems? It doesn't look like they will be able to, as Rhino not only picks up the kill, but stops the run too.
Oh my God, look at Formal right there on the tail. Picks up the flag with not even a break in the flag run, just perfectly following that back. They've got 2 dead, though, here, so 2v2 momentarily.
Difference here, look. Sentinels decided to play for map control first. Camo going to be popped top middle by Nick. Lethal has to win this fight. It'll be actually, excuse me, Ryan who comes in with a little bit of a helping hand. And now from that situation where it looked like Sentinels would have put a flag in, it's now going to be Eunited who are moving it, but that'll be shut down by Frosty, who picks up a triple kill and shuts down the push coming in from EU.
Wow, it's a big play from United to force the return, but just like you say, answered back by a huge multi-kill on the side of Sentinels. Now 1 minute 30, this looks like a lot harder of a moment here for United, and what a heartbreaker it is about to be for the side of United if they can't find 2 miracle captures to lose this early against Sentinels.
Did you see what Frosty just did there? He got the audio cue, he heard the camo, and then he just stopped, completely changed his decision, and then managed to stick the player who had just popped it. So that is a huge play coming in from Frosty to slow that down, take the power up out of the hands of Eunited. Even with that happening though, Eunited have this run going. Spartan's going to thrust towards that flag to keep it moving. Frosty has to make yet another play here. Spartan is weak, 3 dead now. Ryan once again last player alive.
Great play there from Frosty, and he gets the help. Look at the spawners that he had on bottom dynamos to help out, but the flag is probably going to still continue here. 2 dead for Sentinels.
It certainly is. You can see Nick's in position. Nick stays alive as well after getting that touch. Now 3 players will be alive here from United. Lethal is trapped, but still manages to get a kill, and that's going to delay that touch by just a few seconds here.
Look at this play. Look at the toss-up, though. That second flag doesn't go in just yet. Does not go in. 3-1. 31 seconds left here. Now it's going to go, but 30 seconds here for 1 flag. We need to see a miracle run from United, but not going to be easy. 3 dead, and Sentinels is running the flag as well.
This is risky, though, from Sentinels. You can see that the overextension has already come in, but the kill from Lethal might just be what they need to calm things down for just a few seconds. A slide might come in, but no, look at this. Kills traded across the board. Where is the flag, though? United still have that flag moving. They also have Rain and Ryan still alive here. Lethal has to play this so carefully. 2 players are challenging, gets 1. Is there anyone there from Sentinels to slow things down, though?
Sudden death here. Just keep an eye on that bottom middle. That will tell you if they're close enough to get that flag touch. And right now, it looks like the answer is yes, but Frosty might shut down the show.
Has the camo as well, so Frosty now has the game in his hands. Flag should be returned. It will be over. Overtime finishes, and it will be the tournament over here for United as Sentinels will win the series 2-1. And if you were wondering if these boys are going to be up for it today, if they're looking good heading towards Anaheim with a return of Royal 2 on the horizon, well, there's your answer.
Look at that. And Eunited not going to be happy with that departure. As a reminder, Eunited, your 2nd place team from our last LAN event, and looking to challenge Cloud9 for the #1 spot. They will not be able to do that today. It will be Sentinels who advances on.
Some of the stats, you can see Nick 28 and 20 from him. But the standout player for me, there was 2 in that game, and they were both on the sides of Sentinels. Frosty. He was making so many impactful plays across the map, but Lethal as well was just playing some of the best Halo I've seen from him in some time. Andy, he's